Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to this video on this Sunday afternoon, October 15th. It is 4:02 p.m. in the afternoon where I am. Wherever you are in this world, thank you for joining me. I mentioned yesterday in my prior video that I wanted to come and give you a lesson about the 5 P's of life. The 5 P's of life. I think that this order of sequence is essential to one's life, and I want to give it to you the way I meditated on it, the way that I learned it, and pretty much the way that God gave it to me through life. The first P, perspective. What is your perspective? The definition of perspective is a particular attitude toward or way of regarding something, a point of view. I believe that it's necessary to have the perspective first before the plan. The perspective allows you to think about the who, the what, the why, the when, and the where. Sometimes we want to plan and not really realize that we are planning a not thought out entirely moment when we plan things because of our emotions at the time. Sometimes when we're emotional, those emotions can take us in different directions. So you have to be careful what you plan when you're emotional. That was the first P, perspective. The second P, the plan. The definition for plan is a detailed proposal for doing or achieving something, an intention or decision about what one is going to do. Planning is good when the perspective is good, or when the perspective is intact. Perspective sometimes can be sought out over a period of time or in a moment of frustration, or certain events take place in your life. So again, be careful how you make your plan. Be careful about it. Those emotions can run wild. So the third P, position. I've got to tell you guys that if you want to get a pencil and paper to write this down, or either put it in your phone or your tablet or store it away, I find that writing out something, it's embedded in you. It seals the deal. I have journaled pretty much for the last 20 years of my life. And this is how I stayed above water, to be honest. So write this down. If you have to go back and look at it again and write it, look at this daily, read it daily. Let it work for you. Okay? Am I on the third P? Yeah, I'm on the third P. The third P is position. The definition of position is a place where someone or something is located or has been put, or a particular way in someone or something is placed or arranged. Where are you in life? Are you in a position for the perspective? Are you in position for the plan that was set in place? Are you in position for the position? Being in position for the position is absolutely important. Everything I give to you right now is important, but there are steps. So be careful about the position, okay? The fourth P, pay attention. Pay attention. The definition for paying attention is notice taken of someone or something. The action of dealing with or taking special care of someone or something. Keep a check on all the prior things that you have set up to flourish and grow. Don't get distracted, because it's so easy to do when we are trying to grow and put things in place for a much better life, or when we are simply just trying to do the right thing. Observe daily at your actions. Observe your actions every day, because like I said, when we get distracted by something, and Lord knows it is so easy to get distracted. You can wake up and get out of the bed in the morning, focused on something else so you can have a good first part of your morning. Boom. Sometimes things happen like that. That's why, you have to pay attention. And if you're living, life is going to happen. So you want to pay attention to your actions. What have you done today? Have I done the best I could today? Am I better than I was yesterday? What can I do today to make me a better person today, in this moment, in the next moment, as you go throughout your day? It takes practice. We're not going to be perfect at this. Practice makes perfect. Or it helps you strive for perfection. Let's say that, because no one is perfect. It's about the striving part. That's the perfect part, striving for it. When you strive for it, we know we're not going to be perfect, but it's the striving. Okay? And here we have the last P. Promise. The promise. The promise of everything you set up above. The prior 4 P's. When all of that come to fruition, that's the promise. And don't get it twisted. When we pray, how many times have you prayed and asked God for something or some things or someone? Praying is my life, that's how my life has become, and I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely good with that, because it's how God created me. All I know what to do is to pray. I give everything to Him. Everything in His hands and nothing in mine. Nothing. Don't think that the sequence that I'm giving you is the sequence that your prayers are going to come in. It's not how it works. It's not even going to come in the form of the way you think it's going to come. Sometimes it can be ugly. Sometimes it can be pretty. Sometimes it can be happy. Sometimes it can be sad. But God is going to be right there at the end when He gives you the promise. The promise. The definition of promise is a declaration of assurance that one will do a particular thing or that a particular thing will happen. Promise also gives good ground for expecting. Say it with me. Expecting. You always want to expect good things. You want to put that into practice. Expect. Promise also gives good grounds for expecting an occurrence or a situation. This goes back to all the prior P's. Trust the process of the promise. It will not always look the way you expected or wanted to come. You have to trust it. And that is the only way it's going to work. Remember that faith without works is dead. You have to put in the work. This is why sometimes our life can be stagnant or it's not going anywhere, because we're not putting in the work. God sees the effort. Even when you feel like you're not doing anything, but you know that you're putting forth the effort. Do you know that you're putting forth the effort? That's all He wants. That's all He wants. And that's all He needs. If you make the first step, He's going to make the next one. But He's not going to force you to make any step for you. No, you have to be the sole proprietor of that. So, you're not going to, sometimes when you don't see fast results, you want to quit. We want to quit. No, that's not how that works. You pray and ask God for patience. That's one of the things I pray for. Patience is an amazing blessing. Have you ever been in the store in Walmart and the line is from here to yonder? And everything in your mind is saying, man, I need to get through this line. I wish the cashier would hurry up. How much stuff they got up there? Why this line ain't moving? Wait. You never know what waiting in that line can be beneficial to you. Waiting in that line could stop you from having an accident. Waiting in that line can keep you from getting hit by a car. Waiting in that line can be so beneficial. Don't always be so in a hurry for life to life. It's life enough on its own. Let life be good to you and you be good to it. That's the only way we're going to make it through. We have to go through to get through. Don't forget that. It's not perfect for you. It's not going to be perfect for me. It's not going to be perfect for our kids. It's not going to be perfect for our grandkids' kids. It's not going to be perfect for anybody. It's just that we have to learn how to get through. And the more we go through life, you'll be like, you'll go in the store one day and you'll see that line again is from here to yonder. Man, you're going to get in that line and look at that line. It's going to be all the way up there, you know. You're going to be letting people get in front of you. Man, go ahead on, get in front of me. You're going to pay for your stuff. I'm good. It can be good just like that. You want to know how I know? Because I'm sitting here, I'm able to tell you that. It can be good just like that. You're going to be so amazed at those moments. You're going to say to yourself, or you might say it to somebody else. You might share it with somebody else, just like I'm sharing it with you. This is what life is about, sharing. Sharing and caring. Accepting the call of God. That's what it's about. When you go through life, that is not for you. That is for the people. This is for his people. Okay, we are far from being perfect. Sometimes we fall off the track, like a train track. We get off, we get back on. We get off, and we get back on. Practice at the process. Practice at the process. We are not perfect, but making a commitment helps with the striving for perfection part. This part will help you stay in alignment with all the P's. The practice. So I'm going to give you all of the 5 P's again, but I'm not going to give the definition again. I'm just going to repeat them, and I'm going to put them down in the description. So you can put them in your phone and be reminded however you need to be reminded. But look at them every day. Perspective is the first one. Plan is the second one. Position is the third one. Pay attention is the fourth one. And the promise is the 5th one. Well, guys, thank you for watching this video. And I pray that this will bless you, bless someone else. I just do. I love how God has formed my life. I love how my life turned out. He knew what he was doing when he created me, and he knew what he was doing when he created you. And I'm so glad about it. Sometimes so many things drop in my spirit at one time. And I'm grabbing my phone, I'm grabbing my pencil, I'm grabbing whatever I can to jot it down so I don't forget it. That's how they come to me. And I know what I'm supposed to do with these things. Sometimes I might get on here and do a video like we go shopping. When I started this platform, you know, people tell you, pick a niche. I couldn't pick one. I couldn't pick just one. I know who allowed me to start this platform, so that was good enough for me. That was good enough for me. I'm going to cook. I'm going to come give you the word. I'm going to come give you what I learned because I know it'll be beneficial because it sure helped me. And for everything that helped me, I want to give it to you. So I couldn't pick just one thing. God is a big God. He has so many things on the inside of him. Inside, out, all around. So why would I try to pick one? I get it. I get it. But no, I couldn't pick one. I couldn't. So with that being said, I've given you the 5 P's. I love you. And until the next time, peace be with you. Peace stay with you. Bless you. And I love you. I'll see you next time.